Hello and welcome to Becoming the Strategy, a space where we explore leadership, identity, inner authority, and what it truly means to stop waiting for opportunity and start becoming it. I'm your host, MoriamAdekunle, and today we're talking about something many capable professionals quietly experience: the realization that capability alone is not always enough. In episode 3, we will focus on why capability is not enough. Let's start with a focus on the hidden frustration. There are people listening to this episode who are incredibly capable. You work hard, you care deeply, you show up consistently, you deliver, you even go above and beyond and support others. You solve problems. You're always known for holding things together. And yet, you still feel overlooked. You may have watched people progress ahead of you. You may have wondered why others seem to be seen more quickly. You may even question yourself sometimes. Am I missing something? And that question matters. Because for many professionals, especially high-performing individuals, the belief is simple. If I do excellent work, eventually someone will notice. But what if excellence is only part of the equation? What if capability matters? But positioning matters too. In section 1, we're going to explore the myth that hard work speaks for itself. Many of us were taught something very early. Keep your head down, work hard, stay humble, deliver results, and eventually recognition will come. And to some extent, I think it's fair to say that belief has value. Hard work matters. Integrity matters. Competence matters. But trust me, in complex systems, whether corporate, healthcare, leadership, or even entrepreneurship, visibility also matters. Because organizations do not always reward the most capable person. They often reward the most visible contribution, the clearest positioning, the person who understands how to communicate value. And this is where many high performers become stuck. Not because they lack ability, but because they believe performance alone is enough. Many capable and high-performing professionals become trapped in a dangerous middle space, described as a leadership paradox in Rise Up. They are too experienced to feel fulfilled where they are, too operationally relied upon to be released easily, yet not strategically positioned enough to move into senior leadership. This creates a hidden leadership tension. And I'm going to re-emphasize this. being valuable enough to keep, but not visible enough to elevate. Take a moment. Take a pause and consider if you have observed this or even experienced it. You are too valuable to let go operationally, yet not positioned strongly enough to be seen as a strategic leader. This means you become indispensable in delivery, but invincible in succession planning. Now, let's explore the risk associated with being excellent but strategically invincible. There's a difference between being valuable and being seen as valuable. And it's important to understand the distinction between this, because that distinction changes everything. You can be exceptional behind the scenes. You can carry teams. You can solve problems. You can be the person everyone relies on. But if your contribution is not strategically visible, people may experience your value without fully recognizing your leadership. This is not about ego. This is not about self-promotion. This is about clarity. Because leadership is not only what you do, it is also what people understand you bring. And many professionals remain hidden because they never learned how to position themselves. Now, let's explore capability without positioning and how this creates frustration. One of the most difficult experiences is being capable and quietly frustrated. You're not angry, you're not bitter, you're just tired. Tired of wondering, tired of proving, tired of waiting. And sometimes that frustration becomes internal. You begin to question yourself. You wonder whether you're doing enough, whether you need another qualification, as people often do, another course, another achievement. But oftentimes, the missing piece is not more capability. It is strategic clarity. You do not always need to become more. Sometimes you need to become more visible in what already exists. Now, let's move on to explore why strategic visibility matters. Strategic visibility is not about becoming loud. It's not about performance theater. It is not about trying to impress people. Strategic visibility simply means people understand your value. People know what you stand for. People associate your name with impact. People can see your thinking, not just your output. And this matters because leadership decisions are often made based on perception, not only performance. People advocate for what they understand. They elevate what they recognize. They support what feels clear. And when your value remains invincible, opportunities may pass quietly by. Now, let's have some consideration on the shift from being a worker to a strategic thinker. There comes a point in professional growth where you must stop asking, "Am I working hard enough?" and begin asking, "Am I positioned clearly enough?" That question changes everything. because capability gets you into the room, which is important, but positioning shapes how you are experienced once you arrive. And many people are not lacking competence. They are lacking strategic awareness. The awareness to understand how they are perceived, what they are known for, where they hold influence, how they communicate value. This is where leadership begins to shift. Now, let's think about a personal reflection here. There are moments in leadership where you realize being capable is not the same as being strategically seen. And many professionals reach a stage where they feel they have done everything right. They worked, they delivered, they supported, they remained consistent, but progression still felt slower than expected. And what becomes clear is this: capability creates foundation, positioning creates movement. This is not about changing who you are. It is about becoming intentional about how your value is understood. I'm going to leave us with a closing reflection. If today's episode resonated with you, I want you to reflect on one question. Where am I relying on capability while neglecting visibility? Not visibility for attention, visibility for alignment, visibility for influence, visibility for impact. Because your work matters, but your positioning matters too. And sometimes the next level is not about becoming more capable. It is about becoming more visible. Not just visible, visible to the right people. And I'm going to leave us and pause on this episode. Thank you for joining me on Becoming the Strategy. If this episode spoke to you, please like and leave a comment, and also support in sharing the podcast with someone who may need to hear this message. And remember, you are not behind, you are becoming. Until next time, lead with intention, move with clarity, and never underestimate the power of becoming the strategy.